Tonight, anger in Germany. Anti-lockdown protesters clashing with police as Europe fights a devastating third wave. ICUs are once again filling up. This doctor says a lack of confidence in vaccines is costing lives. The World Health Organization warned this week there are more COVID deaths in Europe now than in March of last year. Politicians responding with lockdowns. In Paris on Friday, people rushed to leave before new rules kicked in at midnight. Cafes and shops are now closed for a month. Travel restricted to within 6 miles of home. France, Italy, and Poland all imposed fresh lockdowns this week, and the backlash is spreading too, with protests in Belgium, Finland, Austria, and Britain. The rise in infections blamed in part on new, more contagious variants and a slow vaccine rollout, along with the pausing of the AstraZeneca vaccine in some countries.
Once you pause something, you're sort of implicitly saying there's a problem, and then to reintroduce it, I think people will be a little bit nervous.
With the pandemic still raging, Japan is taking no chances. Today, Olympic organizers in Tokyo announced no foreign spectators will be allowed in attendance at the 2020 Summer Games.
It's a necessary move, unfortunately.
The ruling means it's unlikely families and supporters of Olympians will be in the stands to cheer them on.
I think it would be preferable, Kelly, for all of these athletes to have their loved ones and supporters in the stands. But the fact is, this isn't going to have any impact at all on the single most important thing, which is the competition itself.
Kelly joins us now from London. Kelly, those seats won't be empty in the stadiums, though.
No, not at all, Jose. About 4.5 million tickets have been sold to Japanese residents, and they'll be filling a lot of those seats. And we hope to learn more about what that will look like in terms of crowd size and social distancing during the Olympics at some point next month. Jose?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.